Hello, how are you? Wherever you are. One of the things that I would to share with us is the fact that there is a possibility that God may have destined you for great things. Because every one of us who comes into his world, God has a purpose for them. When we read the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1 and verse 5, we find God telling Jeremiah that before you are formed in your mother's womb, I knew you. I destined you to be a prophet to my people. And every one of us who comes into the world, we have a divine purpose. There is no person in this world without a divine purpose. But there are some people sometimes who are not able to achieve and to reach their divine purpose. And why? I would want us to see some of the reasons using a case study of Samson. Samson was a man who had one of the very few, even in scripture, where God even foretold his birth. In the book of Judges chapter 13, we find that the angel of the Lord appears to the mother and later on to Manoah the father. And when the angel of the Lord appeared to him, amongst the other instructions that he was given was this: no razor may be used on his head, because the boy is a Nazirite, set apart to God from birth, and he will begin the deliverance of Israel from the hands of the Philistines. He was supposed to be a deliverer. But other than some simple sporadic occurrences for Samson, we don't tend to see him do that. And many of us, maybe God destined us to be deliverers in one way or the other. God destined us. Our destiny was to be a deliverer for your family, a deliverer for the nation, a deliverer for your organization, deliverer for your church, a deliverer for your community, of whichever way, whether it is financial or economic or spiritual or social, whichever way. But we find that Samson never did it, truly achieved that in his life. Why? And these reasons that I want to cite for Samson could actually apply to any one of us. In the book of Judges chapter 14, we find that he says Samson went down to Timnah and saw there a young Philistine woman. When he returned, he said to his father and mother, I have seen a Philistine woman in Timnah. Now get her for me as my wife. And therefore, one of the things that we find the children of Israel were not supposed to do, they were not supposed to intermarry with the Philistines, with the people of Canaan. And this one say here was not a matter of tribalism or racism or something like that, because some people cite that. It was a matter of people of the covenant and the people who were not part of the covenant at that particular time, the so-called Gentiles. Even when it comes to the issue of circumcision, circumcision was not merely a cultural issue. It was a sign of the Abrahamic covenant. And therefore, when God said that they should not intermarry, but he went ahead and insisted to his parents that he wanted to marry that woman of Timnah. So that is the very first mistake that Samson did. As much as he was keeping his dreads, as much as he was a Nazirite, not taking alcohol, we